The third race is a conditional progress over 1,600 meters. It's at 5 to 2, 13:55, so just before the top of the hour. It's the first leg of the pick six. You're probably going to be able to go quite light here because the best weighted column have Wild Coast and Seventh Gear very close. It does look to be a two-cornered contest, but there is one horse in the race that's got to be respected, number 3, Captain Who. But more about all that in a moment. And Graham's got some feedback about Seventh Gear and Wild Coast, which he'll share with us. But let's have a look at the rerun of number 3, one of the fillies in the race, or the only filly in the race. Wishful Girl Lynn, Captain Who, when finishing second to Psycho King. Then there was an interview done with Garth Puller. Enjoy this segment.
Coming to the 300-meter marker, Quick Step Lady, Chanty Lane. Down the inside, Cupid. Wishful Golden's running on to the max on the outside. Wishful Golden now throws it down to them. The hat-trick seeking Wishful Golden looking to add another to her tally. Cupid's on the inside. Wishful Golden. Cupid's coming alive though. Maybe Cupid on the line from Wishful Golden. The judges will come into play here. Towards the inside. Habel's trying to close in. Magical Midland still got 5-6 lengths to go. On the outside, Psycho King, the yellow cap, Count Marsh, Tromso, Gavel Strike, Captain Who's on the inside, it's wide open. Captain Who, Psycho King's fighting on courageously though, and Psycho King for the win. Captain Who second, Gavel Strike running on strongly at the business end in photos with Captain Who. Captain Who was looking to hold on second.
Wishful Golden, good form, big asks, badly in at the weights, really badly in at the weights, but it's a small field and she seems to come out a bit slow. So what I'm thinking is that she can't be too far off them. She came through them very fast last time and she just got pipped by the horse that she passed. I'm hoping for a nice run from her, but I know it's a big ask against the boys.
And I think he'll get a good run. I think he'll get a good run, Garth, not suggesting that Wishful Golden can win. But I think she'll run honestly. Her form's good. She's always there and thereabouts. Yes, it is a big ask. She's out at the weights. We know that. But I certainly wouldn't leave her out of my quartet because it's a small field and she's a gutsy little filly. But you've got comments. You've got comments from Dean and from Justin. Share with us what you've heard.
Well, both trainers, Dean and Justin, believe their respective charges, Seventh Gear and Wild Coast, are ready to do justice to their ability. Seventh Gear's had 2 grass gallops. Wild Coast is in a good space. It looks an absolute boat race. Wild Coast, of course, won the Guineas over this track and trip, the only time he's ever run over the 1,600 metres at Hollywood Betts Gravel. He then ran fairly well in the Daily News. Obviously, things went a little bit awry in Cape Town, but he's back in KZN, ready to put his best foot forward. And there's no reason to believe that he won't rise to the challenge of winning first up this season. Seventh Gear has also been running against the best around, and as I said, he's had 2 grass gallops, so he's coming into the race well prepared, and it looks a boat race between Seventh Gear and Wild Coast. The winner's got to come from one of those two, and you can banker either in the place accumulator. Captain Who, nice first run up here in the province, but obviously a massive step up in class. Shareholder. He's been running over a variety of distances in recent times. He's the third favourite at 7 to 2. Interestingly, Wild Coast is 14 to 10, Seventh Gear 17 to 10, Shareholder 7 to 2, Captain Who 7 to 1, and it's only a 7-horse field. So obviously from a quartet perspective, certainly number 2, Wishful Girl, then could run into the back end of quartets. But I'm expecting a match race between Seventh Gear and Wild Coast. I've gone with Seventh Gear as my place accumulator banker, but you could, it's in the pick six, first leg of the pick six, absolute boat race. You only need to include 1 and 4. Okay, interesting and quite rightly so. I've taken a bit of a chance, a bit of a gamble. You'll see in my place accumulator suggested bankers, I'm going with Captain Who because I've got a lot of faith in this colt. I don't like to find negatives. We don't want to see good horses getting beat, and I'm not suggesting that they're going to get beat. I only have one concern, but I'm glad that you've shared with us that the horses are in good spaces. Seventh Gear and Wild Coast, often we've seen it, they just need that one run back in the province to tighten up. But they're in a good space, they've got the form, they've got the ability, they've got big winning chances. So Graham sees it as a boat race between 1 and 4, and he's probably 100% right. I'm going to add just one more horse, number 3, Captain Who might be able to spoil the upset.